Hello, you Robinhood and AMC apes. You probably want to know what 2023 is shaping up to look like, or at least maybe perhaps the next month or so, what that's going to look like. Are you ready to rise again? Are you ready to take on Wall Street and surge on everybody? Well, one of you is moving into position to do so, while the other one has a little bit longer to fall. Which one is it? Well, let's get into it. This is AMC apes. Unfortunately for you apes, you are the ones who will continue to fall probably for the next 2 to 4 weeks or so. Okay? It's not going to be a precipitous fall. It's going to be a gradual grind down as it has been doing since after the first week of December. Okay? And let me tell you what I see. Let's start with the daily chart here on the left-hand side. And let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. Now, here's the good news. Here's the good news. See this line? This is the MACD line on the daily chart. Negative 1.6 is your target. What do I mean by target? You cannot cross below this line, or it will 100% mean you are going lower. Okay? That's what it means. So as you have seen, after the December spike, surge, squeeze, and collapse, you went well below the line right here. That's why you're still grinding down and down and down and down and down. What you have to do is, and what you seem to be doing, is you need to carve out a higher low. And that's exactly what it looks like you're doing. Okay? As long as this low stays above this line and is higher than this low, you will be creating eventually a higher low bullish divergence. Okay? What I cannot say is how much further down are you going to go? I'm estimating about 2 to 4 weeks or so, something like that, somewhere in that range. I'm estimating you're gonna end up perhaps somewhere down here, perhaps. Either way, no matter what, anywhere in this white space, if you stop anywhere in this white space, you have carved out a higher low, and you're above the negative 1.6 daily line. Okay, so that's why even though it looks like on this MACD it's going up and up and up and up and up, and in fact it crossed the zero line. When was this? In the beginning of this. Yes, December. It was December. Oh, I was looking in. Sorry, earlier when I thought this was December. Actually, this was this fall. This fall. Okay, so it was actually in December when you had this slight surge, but ultimately it was a head fake. Okay, so, however, wherever you end up in the next 2 to 4 weeks, that's going to be like the bottom. Okay, so you got a little bit more to go. Let's get over to this is the 4-hour chart here, right? That's what you're looking at now. Where are you? There we go. Yes, 4-hour chart. Now, see, the fact that on the 4-hour chart you cannot take over you cannot reclaim the simple moving average 20 line, SMA 20. That is classic telltale sign you don't have the momentum and you're going to keep going lower, right? See that over and over. The SMA 20 is your resistance line on the 4-hour chart, okay? So, now, and here this gray line is equivalent to the bear line, the negative 1.6, okay? So, this back on October 12th, for almost 3 weeks, it was a head fake, as you guys have already figured out. right? Started, oh, it looks like you're going up, 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 only to go down lower. Okay. The goal of what markets always do is you start from this lower point and you travel so far just to get back to the zero line, it's inevitable you're going to collapse and make a higher low. See that? See that there? Okay. That's what you're trying to do now. But your low, this higher low, is still below the bear line. So you're going to keep trying to come up, 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 closer to zero again. Okay? That's what you're going to try to do. Just like you're trying to do here, right? And so you're going to have to be patient. It's going to look like you're trying to bottom, but you're really not. You're going to go lower for another 2 to 4 weeks. But I think that wherever this 4-hour MACD eventually comes, it's gonna come back down and create a higher low, similar to this. It goes up, 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 and then comes down to make a higher low. Throughout that whole process of going up, 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 and then coming back down to make a higher low, you're going to keep going down. Okay? Grinding down, grinding down. So, wait it out. You've got, 2 to 4 more weeks of going down. Okay? And then I'll check back again, see where we're at, and then we can see, how we're going to try to carve out a bottom and eventually make the trek back up to where I know you guys want to go, is all the way to the moon, right? You moon boys out there, okay? So that's AMC. Robinhood. Robinhood is in somewhat of a better position, actually. I think Robinhood has bottomed. So this is the daily chart on the left-hand side. See that? It's already making a higher low. From mid-June of the summer, the June low, basically. Okay, up, 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 only to come back down, right? But it's making a higher low on the MACD, so that's bullish divergence. Okay, for Robinhood, you are negative 0.8. This red line is the bear line. You cross that line, you're going lower. Okay, but right now it looks like you're trying to carve out a higher low from this starting point right here. Okay, and it looks like the MACD is starting to curl up. Let's see if it can actually cross the signal line, though. Right, that's the key. It's got to cross the signal line. I think it's going to, because you're so far from the SMA 20 right here on the daily chart. It's just natural. You got to try to get back, right? You got to try to get back. So let's just see how this progresses. I think Robinhood is in a little bit better spot. I'm still going to say give it about 2 more weeks to see how this develops. See, because right here, here's the 4-hour chart. This is very good. This is very, I don't want to say bullish, but it's a step in the right direction. You see how on the 4-hour chart, it has reclaimed so far the SMA 20, and it is now using that as support. Whereas previously, look at that. The SMA 20 was resistance. It was resistance, but now it is support. So let's see what it wants to do. Does it consolidate in this range, sandwiched between the SMA 20 and the EMA 50? It very well could be doing that to build energy, right? Because on the 4-hour chart, look at that. It's almost at the zero line. But it doesn't mean it's going to pierce the zero line yet. Okay? I mean, it might pierce it. It might poke its head above it, but ultimately it will probably fail the back test and come back down, and you're right back in this channel where you're sandwiched between the EMA and SMA. Okay? So it's a little bit better, but I do think Robinhood has probably bottomed. Okay, so now it's just going to kind of create some sideways chop, make some slightly higher lows now, right? Before it really starts to take off. Okay, I think that's what it's going to do. I mean, who knows it? Because we look to have a bullish divergence week coming up this week. It might just jump right on that gravy train also. We'll see. It all depends. But to confirm a trend change for Robinhood, it must trend above the 4-hour EMA 50 right here, 8.814. You have to close candles above here. Okay? So until we see that, we don't have a trend change. All right? So that is basically all I've got for you guys, for you apes, AMC apes, and Robinhood fans. Okay? So, apes, you gotta hold on a little bit longer. It's not quite your time. Robinhood, maybe. Let's just see. This is a step in the right direction. Okay? It's a step in the right direction. So, feel free to follow me on Twitter if you'd like, where I have more real-time tweets. I'm more into broadcasting SPY updates during the day, though. Not so much Robinhood or AMC. Please give this video a like, share, subscribe, or click to be notified when I release another video. With that, I am Agent 000 signing off.